Just kind of your thoughts on that New York game and just the way you guys played. Newsy talked about how you guys played a good second period, excuse me.
Yeah, I think both first and second period was really good from us. We know they are a really good team, and especially away do such a good game in 2 periods. It shows how strong this group is. So yeah, and then we have a couple of flaws in the third, but overall I think it was a good game, and hopefully if we get spread down from a couple chances, we can go there with 2 points.
Is there a benefit to playing a team this close together in the season? I mean, just a couple of days removed from facing the Rangers, now you get them again. Is there a benefit to that at all?
Yeah, maybe I feel a loss. Like you want to play them again and have a 2 points instead of 0. So yeah, I think it will be a hunger for us guys in this group to show, especially on the home ice, that we have a tough team to beat.
Power play has been a point of conversation through 3 games this season. When that group is clicking, what are you guys doing well, and what kind of has been the focus in practice today?
Yeah, I think when the pass is sharp, it goes fast, and we shoot a lot and take the second puck and just create off that. Like I feel like we had a couple chances these games, but yeah, hopefully we score next game.
And for you personally, you talked about how this off-season was big for you. Are you feeling the benefits of that hard work you put in this off-season early on? I know it's still only 3 games in, but...
Yeah, I feel pretty good in my body and mind, and I had some couple of looks at these games, so unfortunately the puck haven't gone in yet, so, but yeah, I'm feeling good, and feeling that all the boys have step up and play really good.
How's it been meshing some of the new faces in here too? Obviously this is a close-knit group, but has that transition for the new guys been as easy as you thought it would be so far?
Yeah, I feel so. We had a good couple of days before camp, play some golf and stuff, just hang around, and I feel like that's been huge for us, and I feel everyone has come into the group easy.
Thanks.
So, any update on Tarasenko?
A little under the weather, so we gave him a maintenance day tomorrow. We hope to have him for tomorrow. And then we'll see how Fish responds. This was his first full practice with the upper body, so we'll see how he responds. We got a couple moving parts going into tomorrow.
And Jeff Petrie?
Petrie is probably still in that day-to-day, so we'll have a feel tomorrow on where he's at.
If a couple of those guys aren't ready, we need to call somebody up?
Yes. We'll need to call someone. It'll be a 12 and 6 game tomorrow for sure. So we'll get a better feel post-practice until tomorrow morning and go from there.
With Hall, I know there are other cap machinations at work, but is there a little bit of a sense that he earned more of a look?
Yeah, 100%. And he has played well. And I really liked his game in New York, considering the challenges those matchups could be on the road. So 100%, he's earned it. He'll be in the lineup tomorrow, no matter what happens with our decor.
Is there Gustafsson also? I mean, you spoke the other night about wanting to get him.
I think tomorrow will be a good day to get Goose back in, and especially with the power play, and still working with power play. Obviously, it's frustrating. We only have the 1 goal. And we've needed it. I think a couple of those games could look a little different with finishing on the power play. Now, with that said, our expected goals on the power play are, each game's been 1.5. We've averaged almost 5.5 chances a game on the power play, so at least we're getting those looks, but we got to start putting those in the back of the net.
With the power play, is it just a matter of, with all the different new parts on it, just takes a little while for the chemistry?
I think so. I think it might be fluid all year. In the fact that it's a positive in that we have a lot of good options. We could be going 2 units. We could be mixing and matching. We don't have perfect personnel as far as net front, hands, all those, but we have a lot of good options. We got to keep working at it, find some chemistry. And again, I'm happy with the fact that we've produced looks, but it's got to go in the back of the net. Again, our 2 losses, if we could have cashed in some of those opportunities, we might have been looking at some different outcomes.
What do you need to see from Gustafsson
His 5-on-5 play. I think he's been around enough. He was a professional. I think he wanted more out of his 5-on-5 game in Game 1. And in reality, we talked about Justin getting an opportunity and Albert Johansson getting an opportunity, and we put together 2 really good defensive games, team games, when he was out. So it's a little bit of that also.
2 of New York's goals came off of face-off plays, and I know a lot of emphasis gets put on the center winning the draw, but everyone else has an assignment there.
Yes.
Where do you identify the problems happening on those face-offs?
Well, one was a power play. I'm not as concerned. The one that was concerning for us was the 5-on-5 third period goal. Obviously, we had a really good second period. I liked the feel of the game. I liked the feel of our momentum going into the third, and then bang, we get a face-off goal against. I think it's a little bit on centers, but it's our edge play, and they're really good team on the edges. And the one we gave up on Pittsburgh. So we've given 2 5-on-5 goals in the first 3 games. Very frustrating. Not a recipe for success, and they're both simple edge plays, getting beat off lines. Something, point of emphasis we need to be better at.
With the home and home with 2 days off in between, does that invite like slightly more intensive game planning than you might otherwise have for a regular season game?
No, obviously it gives opportunity for a more intense practice today. I like the fact we're playing the same opponent, and I like the fact it's a really good opponent that's extremely well coached and is strong in all 3 areas of their game. This is going to challenge us to up our game.
Goaltending, are you going to go back to Talbot?
Talbot will be back in that tomorrow, yes.
Dylan said after Monday's game, it's early season, so not much of a trend, but that you guys will have a really good early power play and then not as many looks as subsequent ones. Are you seeing that? Do you think is it starting to...
Again, maybe there's momentum even when you don't cash in. Frustration that we haven't scored with looks. I mean, 5.5. We're averaging 5.5 chances a game on the power play. We'll take that all year. The expected goals, we're almost 1.5 averaging. That means the puck will go in if we continue doing the right things. But I think what he's alluding to, we've had a couple early power plays where we didn't score, but it was sharp, and it gives you momentum. I think that's what he's alluding to. Those power plays that lack some energy or lackluster, they deflate you a little bit. Then you're chasing the game a little bit for a couple minutes effort. So I just think we're looking for some consistency with that power play.
When the process is working, right, and you're getting those looks, how do you sort of message to your players like, hey, keep doing this, it'll work, you'll get to finishing?
That's a great question. It's on the power play. It's our 5-on-5 game too. I wouldn't say a frustrating game Monday, but not good enough. And our process was pretty good. But we get a performance like that on the road versus an opponent like that. You want to be able to take points. Because the way we're going to be scratching and clawing all year, we need points in that game. But we left some tracks out there. We left a face-off play out there. And we lost the special teams battle. I don't care how well you play. You add all those up, not good enough. And so I think kind of alluding to, I like the fact we're playing the same opponent again and the challenge of a little bit more on Thursday.